Good evening, listeners, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Fear the Queer,
a podcast that talks about everything on our gay agendas. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Josh.
And on today's episode, we are going to get real general, and we are warning you against the horrors of
heterosexuality. We did not practice that.
Should we?
But still,
Heterosexuality.
Yeah.
Or...
why straight people?
Why straight people? Like,
yeah.
1, 2, 3. Why straight people? And, of course, we're going to be really general about it. And because, there's nothing more accurate than stereotyping people.
Right.
As queer people, we know that stereotypes are very accurate. So
yes.
I think something that we can talk about. But before we get into it, Josh, what are we drinking tonight?
So because we're bracing ourselves in dragging straight people and their weird habits, we are going to brace ourselves with some iced coffee in 30-degree weather.
In 30-degree weather.
Yes.
What says gay icons like iced coffee in 30-degree weather? I like your tiny coffee.
Thanks. I like your, his coffee is 3 times the size of mine.
It's the size of my head.
Yeah.
Cheers, queers.
And mine's like an appetizer. Yeah, weirdly enough, I've had 3 sips, and I'm bouncing off the walls here.
Yeah, you look like it.
Crazy.
You're getting all busy, buzzy bee.
Yes. All right, but before we get into the heart of our gay agenda, we're going to do another segment of Read My Rainbow,
in which we talk about something happening in our queer little lives, which is our rainbow.
Rainbow.
And the other reads us for it.
Yes.
So, tonight, Josh, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Why don't you go first?
You're letting
Miss
me go
Leo.
first. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Instead of Miss Cleo, it's Miss Leo.
Call me Miss Leo, and I'll tell you all about the Leos.
Sure.
I'll talk about myself, which
That
I'm going to
was
do
his Read
right
My
now.
Rainbow.
That's my Read My Rainbow. So I just got back from Michigan. I was in Detroit for the weekend, and
Doing what?
I went and I visited my family, but I was there specifically to see the 50th anniversary of Jesus Christ Superstar, the national tour.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Jesus Christ Superstar?
No, weirdly enough, I have not. Yeah, weirdly enough, on top of that, is that Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is my favorite musical.
See,
you would think I would like Jesus Christ. You would think I would know her.
You think you would know Jesus Christ. Do you know her?
I do not know her.
Do you know her? Do you know her, Diane?
I still don't know her.
I still don't know her. Well, it was a fabulous performance. I've seen it a couple times, not live, but I've always seen it, on TV. Like John Legend just did it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what is it, the film from the 70s?
Right, well that's... Yeah.
That's your reference point, right?
It is, because I had the VHS in my household, and I never watched it. My parents said I shouldn't watch it.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. A lot of people find it to be very, religious people are like, this is blasphemous.
Well, I was raised Catholic. Also, why would my parents have that then?
I could see them buying it and being like, oh, this is great. It's called Jesus Christ Superstar. And they put it in there oh no. Mary Magdalene's basically humping him and going, I don't know how to love him.
I mean, isn't that what Mary Magdalene did?
I don't know. It's up for interpretation.
Wasn't she a whore?
I mean, I think maybe she was a prostitute.
Prostitute?
Sorry, I'm thinking... Oh my god!
Is that the
tater tots?
I was like, is that the junior version?
That's the junior one. Those are that's terrible.
Instead of dance moms, it's prostitutes.
Come here, girls. No, I think it's actually. God, I have to.
Baby prostitutes.
I was thinking of
the
prostitutes. They're tater tots.
Sorry.
that give you blowjobs. No, dear God. Oh, I took it there.
Yeah.
I took it there. Tasty.
And no wonder why I couldn't watch Jesus Christ Superstar.
That's what happened in it. So, it was great, though. It was downtown Detroit. Went as kind of a late Christmas gift. And my cousin, who's my second cousin, it's my mom's cousin's son.
So you were able to make out with him?
No, Josh. No, this is not Iowa. It's Michigan.
That's not what everyone does.
That's not what everyone does. You're like,
Karen, that is not right.
No, Karen, that's not right. Do you have your first cousins and your second cousins? No, but he played King Herod, and he was so good. And I have to say that this production, it's going to be going all around the U.S. So if you are listening to this, check out and see if Jesus Christ Superstar, I'm not paid for this advertisement. Check out and see if Jesus Christ Superstar is coming to a city near you. Get your tickets now at... I'm actually not sure where to get the tickets at because my mom bought them. Oh. So, But it's in like it was in the big Detroit like old opera house. It's super pretty. I'll show you. Here, you want to see pictures?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures here. Okay,
You got pictures.
so I got pictures, girl. Don't look at those ones. Look at how pretty this is. It's all like old, and there's like
old.
chandeliers and yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, take my phone.
But it looks
that
like
pretty?
Yeah, it looks like that opera house.
That's my sister and her boyfriend. They look how cool though. I
that is
love
cool.
the symbol of like the two angels for Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes.
It's very cool.
So tell me the plot. What happened?
So the plot is side note, Josh is going through my phone and my mom and I could not for the life of us take a good selfie.
oh my god.
Don't look at that. They're all bad.
We're gonna post one of these.
You can
so
post
that way you
one of
guys
those.
can get one.
Yeah, you can post them.
He also has a picture of an Elsa doll that has a marker of $2.99 on her forehead. I'm confused.
Stop. Okay, we were at a thrift store and I thought that was funny. Anyways, and that was stop looking through my phone
I'm just
now.
looking through Kyle's phone. I'm just like, this is fascinating.
I know, is it sad that I'm like single in my 20s, gay, no nudes on my phone? No pictures. There's like memes of like the green M&M.
Right.
And like bad selfies with me and my mom. Anyways, so the basic plot of Jesus Christ Superstar is it's like the week leading up to Jesus' crucifixion. And it's told through mostly...
Was he nervous?
Yes. Yes. Basically, Judas is the main character.
Yes.
And...
Ooh,
yeah.
he got a spotlight on him.
Yes. It's like the
It's like
it's like
Lady
Wicked.
Gaga.
It's like Wicked for Judas, like it kind of redeems that the villain character. And
How can you redeem Judas?
well, I don't know. I mean, like we'll watch. I'm gonna pull up clips. We're gonna watch this later because I think you'll like it.
Is it because you think I would like Judas?
I mean, I like Judas as a character in the musical because, like, I think that he is. I mean, we could have been there,
right?
What would we have done if? Because he's viewing it as okay, you're saying you're the Son of God, and Jesus is kind of like this activist, like people like gatherer. Sure. And it's getting a little bit out of control. And Judas is getting nervous about it, and he wants to save his own skin, and that's why he turns Jesus in. But then he regrets it, so he kills himself. Which you know that because you grew up Catholic, and you read the Bible?
I did read the Bible! Okay.
So, yeah, it's really good. And what I liked about this production is it's kind of like very grunge, they leaned into the rock aspect of it. Lots of glitter. Like when they're whipping Jesus, they just throw like packs of like gold glitter on him.
Oh.
It's really good.
And then he death dropped out of the sky.
Kinda. You gotta see it.
He's like, you think that got me, girls? Oh!
But yeah, so my second cousin played
I
Herod.
am the son of God!
I am the son of God. But I liked the production too because they had microphones and they just like held their It was like a rock like concert.
A rock concert?
I was gonna say a rock opera, but I have the record. If you want me to put that on, and we'll just we won't talk about straight people today.
Yeah, we're just going to do
Jesus Christ Superstar. I loved it.
I mean, looking at the main actor, I would also do Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, you were looking at the bulletin. They had him in like a little like man bun. Not to gender his bun, but yeah. it's just a bun.
Just a bun, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna read me for it?
Well, I was gonna ask you, did you get any dick while you were home?
No, I love that. That's always the question. I'm like,
because you always say you're a Detroit 8.
Yeah,
but a Chicago 2.
I don't. Have I said I'm a Chicago 2?
You have said that.
I'm feeling better about myself. I feel like I'm a Chicago.
The polls are in, ladies and gentlemen. And Kyle is not to be determined.
Sorry. Listen, Iowa caucus.
Yeah.
I know how you do counting. No, I think I'm like a Michigan 8. Yeah, I'm like a Michigan 8.5 maybe, and like a Chicago 4 or 5.
Okay.
I would give myself a 5. Would
you ever go home just to hook up?
No. I got a cute face, chubby waist in A shape.
In A shape.
I was gonna say in shape, and I was like,
rum shaken both ways. No one does a double take.
Yes, they do, because they're like, is he double fisting 2 vodka sodas? And I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to do a shot of tequila. What's
Jesus
up?
Christ.
And I'm like, oh, I know that. And they're like, no, I'm just saying, Jesus Christ, calm down.
Calm down. Okay.
But no, I did not. I did go on Grindr because I like to, see what's up, see what's around. But
Did you find your cousin?
no, I actually had to think about that. No, that I was going to reason it out by saying like, oh no, they were already traveling.
As if you didn't.
As if I was like looking.
Yeah.
Start him.
See, I finally got him to open up, and that's why he went home.
No,
Double-fisted cousin. No.
Double-fisted cousin.
His what is it?
There's
Second cousin.
there's no booze in these Starbucks.
I know, and yet weirdly enough, I'm bouncing off the walls here. All right.
You get so excited. Yeah, no, I did have someone. It's something I've noticed in Michigan is guys don't read messages. So they'll send me a message like last night I was in Detroit and well, not like Detroit, but like, at my dad's house. Mm-hmm. And I was watching, what was I watching? I don't know. It doesn't matter what I was watching. But I see, it comes up on my phone. Yeah. And I open it up and it's like a blank profile. So I'm already like, oh, jeez. And his name is Throat. Throat, yeah. Mm. And he wrote like a message saying something about like, I can't show you the messages, but he wrote me like he wrote me a message.
I'll hit his phone.
I'm sitting on it now, so you're never getting to that.
As if Throat.
Yeah, as if Throat has
going to like respond right now.
Exactly. But Throat was like.
Is that French?
It's French for Throta. It's a Throta. The T is silent, so it's just Thro. Yeah. But he sent like some message saying like, oh, you seem like an interesting person and you're so handsome. And I'm like, I know. And he doesn't have a picture. So I was like, oh, do you have any pictures? And he sent me like a picture of his butt. And I was like, oh, what a nice butt. It wasn't a nice butt. But you don't say that to someone.
No.
Like if someone puts the effort into being like, here's a naughty picture of myself, I'm not going to say like, disgusting. Like I'm not going to do that. I feel bad. Yes.
Except that made me think, because you've seen my butt before. In photos.
Disgusting! Yeah, that one was on Instagram, though.
That's true. I did have my butt on
Oh
Instagram.
my god, I forget who it was, but this one time someone who follows us, I forget who this was, but they pulled up your Instagram, and they're like, oh my god, Josh, and showed me the butt picture. And I was like, why did we go to that picture? And I was like, his butt doesn't look like that anymore. He's fat. He's fat now. No, I'm just kidding.
My butt was bitter.
No, I can't remember. It was, that was a while ago. Oh. But who was this?
Well, you think
that was me sucking on my straw.
Well, you think about that, and you let them know that my butt still looks nice. Okay. So, going into my
So, what's
rainbow.
your rainbow?
So, my rainbow's actually going to be a little more like questioning a lot of things because
that's good.
Yeah, so you know how 2020, like a lot of people are just like, oh, it's a new decade, new us, new whatever, like everyone has like
people are like that every damn year.
But like especially at a new decade, people are just like, oh my god.
But this one was really weird because a lot of people kept saying, I'm Barbara Walters and this is 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get that reference?
Yes, thank you.
I see. I didn't grow up with cable, so like we watched 2020 on Friday nights. You probably were watching Nickelodeon.
No, I was out with friends.
Excuse me while I go grab my wig.
Yeah. So, weirdly enough, a lot of my personal friends have...
As opposed to your not personal friends?
Well, there's you. Because they're actually going through stuff these days.
Oh, like, I'm not. That's true.
Breakups, job changes, they're moving, they are going on dates, and it's like the... things that happened in 2019 that were very calm and normal for them have been shaken the fuck up in 2020. Like, one of my friends has been dating their significant other for like 7 years. Jeez. And they're breaking up.
In the middle of breaking? They're currently breaking up?
Yeah, they're currently breaking up.
So they haven't broken up yet?
In a way. I don't know. Then we have a coworker who's broken up, and now they're off. They're on doing their own thing.
Who? Oh, yeah, but I don't feel bad for her.
No. No, I don't feel...
I don't feel bad for her. But yeah, no, she's going through the changes of life.
No, not...
Oh!
Yes.
Then I do feel bad for her.
Yes.
We'll bleep the names out. It's fine.
But I don't know. It's just weird. Like, everyone's kind of going through new things. I have 2 new friends who have gotten new jobs, and they don't know if they actually really like it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, you know the pattern, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not sponsored ad, but
No.
download the app.
The pattern. Okay.
Today.
So the pattern is a little bit connected to astrology because you have to put in your birth chart and your time of birth and all this
Right.
stuff. But then after that, it doesn't really bring up astrology whatsoever. Again?
It doesn't, no.
So it kind of like times your life based off of your birth chart and kind of tells you things that you go through and things that you need to know about yourself to understand yourself better. And it reads you for filth. Like, Kyle told me to download this, and when I read my first, like, paragraph of my bio, I'm just like, Jesus, like...
What was funny is I told him to download this while we were at a party drinking. I forced you to download it, and you're like, oh my god, this is reading me to filth, and I'm like, it's telling you things that I've told you for years. But somehow an app makes more sense.
Right, okay. So then, today... I mean, the pattern always, like, notifies you and always tells you, like, these life-changing things that you have to go through.
Right.
But this one today, in particular, says something a little interesting.
What does it say?
So, starting on February 21st, and then it's going to last 21 months. That's, like, almost 2 years.
Yes.
Yes, almost. Today marks the beginning of a potentially challenging but transformative time period in your life. See the next 21 months as an opportunity to surrender. By the end, you'll be empowered for having gone through this initiation. Though this phase can feel difficult, try to be patient and kind to yourself. Remember, this is a time to not feel normal. It's supposed to feel irrational, and what's happening is not your fault.
What?
I know.
What does that mean, though?
But and then it goes further. This process can manifest in various ways. The changes may be subtle and manageable, or you may find this time to be painful and trying. In all scenarios, this intention of this cycle is to overwhelm ordinary reality and cause you to question how you identify with yourself. I don't know what that means.
I don't like that.
Yeah. This is intentional. You're being
actually
taken out of your depth for a reason. Sometimes external events are needed to push you to make necessary changes and motivate you to make a deep look at your life in the world. What seems random is, in fact, a set of instructions for self-development. It's basically telling me I'm going to be a completely different person in a couple of years.
I don't like that.
I don't know what this means.
Unless it makes you a better person.
I hope so. I don't want to go downhill.
I know.
I didn't
That's
think
what
you
I'm
could.
a little worried.
I was like, I don't think you could go any worse than this.
Oh, hush. You're doing pretty well.
Yes.
You got
I'm sitting next to
you. got a haircut. Yeah. Well, us together, it's a before and after picture. Before, in shape Asian, after fat white guy. So I think your life is... You're doing
this is me in 2 years.
This is your 2 years. Yeah. You'll be a whole C cup.
Oh my god, I'm going to be Kyle Porker.
Kyle Porker. Here's the thing. There are worse things to be in life than me.
That's true. A Scorpio. But seriously, I don't know what this means.
What
do you think?
Do you think... I mean, I have a few ideas.
Ooh, tell me.
I mean, okay. So one of them is... You have been talking about wanting to do something different with your career path for like the past 2 years.
Yes.
And I'm
Not
wondering...
much has changed.
Well, no, it hasn't. But I'm wondering if like maybe now's the time for you to maybe change your career path. I'm also, and I don't want to like overstep.
Yes.
But maybe a relationship, your current relationship.
Yeah.
Because you've been talking about how it's like getting more serious. Like, do you think maybe that's something that it's like... Because you feel like you need to control everything in your life, including, like, how, you know, you or your boyfriend, like, react to each other. And maybe it's kind of like, instead of worrying about the relationship, just let go and just, like, see where it goes. Maybe that's what it's saying.
Maybe. I don't know.
But wait, did it say it's going to end well or bad?
It says you're going to be a completely different person by the time by the end of it.
Well, okay. This is my thing about that. People are constantly changing. So, of course you're going to be a different person. Listen the pattern. People are constantly changing. So, of course you're going to be a different person than you were 2 years ago.
Well, I think they're saying as long as you, like, allow yourself to ride the wave, I think you're going to be a good person. Or a better person outside of it.
I would say something I think that you could take away from it is letting go of some of the control in your life.
No!
See, but I think that, like, I
am very controlling.
And as someone who is also controlling,
yes,
sometimes it's not necessarily, like, letting go of control completely, but knowing what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are, and if someone is better at something than you are, letting them help you. That's what I've kind of come to realize, like, for me.
Maybe.
Not to make it about myself,
I was like, maybe. I don't know. I don't like this. But that being said, everyone should download the pattern.
They should download it.
If you really want to know your struggles in life.
I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about these strangers. Like Tarzan. You know that movie, Tarzan?
Yes. I only watched it once, though.
You know, I saw it in theaters with my dad and my sister, and we were 10 minutes late to it. So I've never seen the beginning of Tarzan.
His parents die and a gorilla.
What?
Yeah. And his gorilla mom adopts him.
I didn't see the parents dying. I saw her kind of like lumber in.
Yeah.
The gorilla mom.
The
she
mom.
kind of lumbers in and she's like, doesn't Glenn Close do the voice?
Yes, and she did not get an Oscar for it.
Now, to get to the heart of our gay agenda, why straight people?
Why?
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 Heterosexuality has been flooding the media lately. Mm-hmm. I see it everywhere. And I'm kind of sick of it. CNN,
NBC,
MSNBC,
Pop
PBS,
TV.
Pop TV, Travel Channel, Cooking Channel,
The airport station.
Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's
TCM.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And here's the thing. I don't understand heterosexuality. I don't claim that I do.
No.
And I'm not bothered by straight people.
No.
Because I know that they can't help it.
Yeah.
And I know that, like I just don't want to see it, like, in my face all the time.
Yeah, like, just keep it in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. Like, what you do with your wife or your husband or whatever.
Right.
Just keep it at that. And don't flaunt it so much.
Yeah.
Because it's making the world a really bad place.
It's making the world a bad place. This heteronormativity is just... It's stressing me out.
Yeah.
The heart of our gay agenda today is we will be discussing the super generalizations of straight people and why straight people.
Why?
And 90% of you listening who may be straight,
Yes.
we probably aren't talking about you. And we love you and we accept you.
Yes. But that other 10%, we definitely are talking about you. And you need to stop.
You need to stop. So if any of this feels weird or wrong,
it's because we're talking about you.
So get ready. Josh?
Yes.
I know you've compiled a list. I've compiled a list.
Are we ready?
I'll have you begin.
Are gay people, like, do gay people make lists? Is that just a thing?
I don't know. That may cross borders.
Okay. That might be something we can give them. All right.
We can give them, yeah.
Lists. Okay.
Lists. Yeah.
All right. So I'll start. Okay.
Okay.
So the first thing that I don't understand you straight people do is, why do you sexualize everything that you possibly can? And let me delve into this a little bit further.
Yeah, delve in.
Yeah, delve in. Did I say delve in?
You said delve in.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Straight people. Straight people can talk. Because gay people. We
can. We cannot.
We'll delve into it.
Yes.
I can't delve into it.
Yeah. So. What was I saying?
I need more iced coffee.
So, for example, baby clothes. Why the fuck do you put little sayings on baby clothes like, I'm a heartbreaker, or I love boobies, or, you know, I don't know.
Dude, is there baby clothes that say I love boobies?
I think so.
Well, if they, okay.
Or like, keep your daughters away from me. Or
like, hey, gentlemen, I got a gun. Right?
Yeah.
Is that where you're going with that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
With baby clothes? Well, it's just like...
Baby clothes. Yeah. But here's... I don't mind infant clothes that say I love boobs if they're non-gendered. Like if little baby boys, little baby girls, or little baby whatevers are
baby possums
have shirts that say I love boobs, that makes sense because moms have boobs and you're getting your breast milk.
Yes.
If you're breastfeeding.
People also have boobs too.
Well, yes. Yeah. Okay. Well. Parents have boobs.
Yeah,
parents have boobs. Parents. Okay, here's the thing. Straight people. I don't know.
Hold on. This is not. That's just like the tip of the iceberg here. I have a few other things here.
It's just the tip.
Yeah. Just the tip.
Dive in.
First of all, and then second, like when you have like matching cups that say like his and hers, or like towels that are his and hers,
Mr. and Mrs.
or like You know, like, why do you need to gender your towels? And why does he only get that towel? And why does she only get that towel? And why does he only get that coffee mug? And why does she only get to have that garden gnome? Like, it's weird.
Here's the thing. I think straight people forget which is theirs. So they need to label it. They're like, I don't remember which coffee cup. Honey, which coffee cup? Yours is the Mister. Oh, you're so smart.
You're so right,
And then
Stella.
she's like, who?
Which garden gnome is mine?
And he's like, it's the one with the broken tip of the hat. And she's like, oh, that's right.
I was masturbating with it.
My God. What?
Well,
Straight people, why are you masturbating with gnome
garden
hats?
gnomes.
I don't understand.
Well, okay, one last thing about sexualizing anything they can. What the fuck are people? Why the fuck do straight people have crushes on cartoons? Like,
Okay, wait, hold on.
yes.
Hold on.
No. Like, I hear so
what
many
do you
people. Like, why do people have crushes? Like the Bee movie. Why did that woman have a crush on a fucking bee?
Okay, so
Why did Belle-
that's more specific.
Yes.
Belle, don't go for Belle.
Why did Belle fall in love with this giant like
That was
beast
Stockholm syndrome.
thing? Doesn't matter. He clearly had a very ugly face, and she's just like,
But then the face changes. I know we disagree with this, but you know what? There's a name for that though. And
Are you trying to justify heteronormativity?
I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just from
you
my
trying to fuck
scientific
a bee?
learning. From my scientific trying to. So from my I'm trying to get stung. From my scientific learnings, being attracted to animal like figures in human bodies, that's not a sexual like a that's not a sexual well, it's not a sexuality thing. It's actually it's called furries, which you can hear about in our kink episode,
Yes, episode 14. Yes. Well, okay, that's one thing. But you hear so many people who like have a crush on Robin Hood. Like that little fox thing.
I think we've talked we've talked about
I
this.
have never had a crush on Robin
What about
Hood.
Aladdin?
That is a man. That is a cartoon
That's
man.
still a cartoon.
But he's not an animal.
I'm not trying to attack you because we need to have strength in numbers against the straight people.
Are you just saying this because you want to fuck a fox?
I don't want to. I have no. Okay, go off, sis.
I'm just saying they sexualize anything they possibly can.
I think it's
And yet they say homosexuals are the ones who are like perverting our schools.
yeah. You know who the most unsexual person is that I know?
You.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. But I think the big issue with when straight people do that is they do it to children.
Right.
Like the kids don't even know how to talk yet, and you're just like, oop, he's a heartbreaker, and oh, she's a lady. I can't think of. Do they do anything?
She's a lady.
Oh, princess. They'll do princess.
Daddy's little girl.
Daddy. Okay, both of those shirts I would wear. I would totally wear both of those shirts.
Both your dad and your stepdad's just like, take that off.
I'm just like, fine, and I take it off, and it says princess underneath.
And then Kelsey is just like, no.
She's like, no, that's ugly, and I'm like, I know. Straight people.
Why?
Why?
Why straight people? I want answers.
So one of my things that kind of goes along with sexualizing inanimate objects or sexualizing children, which
Or
is
bees.
weird, or bees. Listen,
What's with the bees?
it's not the bees.
Leave the bees alone.
Yeah, save the bees.
Yes, don't hump the bees.
Yeah, okay, honey. I was trying to think of another pun and I couldn't. Something about a hive.
How you would get hives?
I would break out in hives. Bzz.
Bzz.
Yeah, get it. Okay. So my thing is that why straight people gender reveal parties?
Oh yeah.
Why? I don't understand. Because
You know what would be so much more fun? Zodiac reveal parties.
yes, I would love it. But what if you were off? What if the baby came early or late? And then the
You just throw
mother
another
came
party.
And they're like, just kidding, not a Libra, actually a Scorpio. And everyone's like, oh, yo, oh.
Give me back my present.
Put the baby back inside. I think I just don't like the idea of, I'm okay with baby showers.
Yes.
I get it. Baby showers are cute. You do all those, fun games where you're like, isn't there the one where you, okay.
Or the mom cries because her life's over.
No, that's called postpartum depression. I'm trying to think of, there's like a game, and maybe, okay, I get it. Like, I like games and I like having fun, but why straight people? Why are you playing games at these like baby shower gender reveal parties where there's like a diaper and then you have to look through it and it's like melted Snickers bars and there's like a prize inside? You ever hear about that? I don't want to look through diapers, real or fake. I'm not that old yet.
They're like, eventually is not one of the diapers.
Oh God, I'd be mortified. I don't understand the lengths that straight people will do to force their gendering of fetuses.
Right.
It's real weird to me.
It is weird. Especially that even, it says in the title, it's not even like sex reveal party, it's gender reveal party.
It's gender reveal. Like, also, you're already, before the child is even born, you're putting you're gendering the child to the point where they're like, what if they're not, what if they're born female but they don't identify as that, or vice versa?
Right, and you just shot off a giant pink balloon in their face. Do you remember the guy who started a fire in Arizona
at a gender reveal party? That was me.
That was you?
I was trying to burn it down. No, who is this?
No, it was a guy in Arizona, and he had like this giant box of like revealing if whether or not it was a boy or girl, and he set it off in a field, and it exploded, and it caused a huge fire, and it was like $5 million in damages that he has to pay off in full.
Is it worth it? Straight people, is it worth it?
Is your child worth all that?
No.
Is heterosexuality worth all that?
No, but we still love you for it.
I question you for it.
But you know what? Just because I don't understand straight people doesn't mean you can't love them.
True, we could be good allies.
I'm being a good ally to straight people. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to understand the gender reveal parties and how excited they get about it. Right. Like, ooh, my baby's gonna have a penis and a vagina. What? Okay, that I was gonna say but it came out and. Penis and
I was like, a vagina?
I
feel like homosexuals might do that.
Have a penis and a vagina?
No.
Or just be like, look, it's just what, like, if I was to do a gender reveal party, it would just be gray. I think if I was ever to have kids, those kids would be in neutrals until the age of 5. Like grays, blacks, taupes.
So they would look like David Rose, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like cute little like sailor, like gray sailor shirts, like the sweaters.
Prada bags.
Well, I would carry them in a Prada bag. I would like be dragging it on the ground because they get too heavy.
True. Okay. Good point. All right. So that was our first round of why straight people.
Why?
Okay. So I have another one.
Okay, what's your other one?
This is actually specifically towards the straight men out there.
Ugh. Which I think are far worse, no offense, than straight women.
Yes, I do think straight men, you need to hold yourself.
But straight men.
Why?
I understand that you didn't choose to be straight. And I pray for straight people are part of my prayer circle.
Yeah. I mean, they're like 5th on my list because I don't really care about them.
The first 4 are you.
Thank you.
Oh, baby, I'm not praying for you.
Oh.
Please, I know that you'll be fine. The pattern said so.
Yeah. So, manspreading.
Oh my God.
Yes, or sitting like just properly in a chair in general.
The lack of awareness when you're on
spread open your legs are.
I don't need that.
Right. Well, you are not margarine, honey. You do not to be spreading all over the place here. Like, what is with that?
Okay. Am I an apologist? Am I a straight person apologist?
Why? What are you doing? Are you spreading all over the place?
Well, right now, do you see how I'm sitting? I have like one leg up, the other's kind of like off. I look like I'm like about to like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Kyle's not sitting properly on the couch. But then again,
that's very gay. Yeah, gay people don't sit properly.
Homosexual culture is very well the fact that you do not sit properly in a chair.
You're supposed to be comfy.
You angle yourself.
Yeah, cross your legs.
Yes.
I was going to say sometimes. If you're on the train. Like, I hate manspreading. Like, close your legs. People are trying to sit next to you. But sometimes sometimes they fill out their jeans really good. I'm just saying.
So now you're just ogling these straight men on the train who are manspreading.
Well, I don't know if
you're
they're straight.
Apologizing for it.
I think am I apologizing for the straight people?
No, you cannot be doing that. It is not acceptable. Especially when they take up 2 fucking spots on the train.
Yeah, I have to put my bag down.
Yeah. What?
Like, I need the 2 spots. One for me and one for my tote bag.
Yes.
Gay people carry tote bags.
Like, I'm sorry, but no man's ball sack is that big where you need to air it out that much.
And if it is, you're a porn star and you are able to take lifts.
Yes.
Or Ubers.
Yes.
Or have
Stop
a
being
limo.
a cheap ass.
Yeah, stop being a cheap porn star.
Yes. And go out and
be a
get your
fancy
fucking
porn
limo
star.
and spread your legs there. But don't spread it on the CTA.
I mean, they might be doing that video, spraying their legs out in a limo. Like tricking them like, ooh.
Sure. Anyway.
So-
So it's just like, it's weird because like I can't even sit like properly like that. Like I can't sit.
Try to spread your legs.
Like this feels violating. Like it feels like I'm about
It looks
to
like you're like saying, take me now.
Well, yeah, it looks like I'm about to like get my dick sucked or something.
Oh, no, don't.
Which
Close
is
your
just
legs.
like-
Close them.
Well, it's just like if that's what you were doing in the moment, sure, man, spread away.
Okay, I'm going to man spread, but if you smell the smell of like smoked ham, it's me. Okay, can I sit like,
You just did.
I can man spread. But here's the thing. Sitting like this, I'm going to say something that's very much a heterosexual activity.
What?
Video games. I feel like I'm about to play a video game. Like I'm like this.
See, I can't even sit like that when I video game. I have to like do this. Where I'm right now, I'm crossing my legs, leaning to the left.
See, I feel like
I don't know why.
I
but
feel like
it just feels nice.
straight culture is assuming that gay people don't like video games.
No, there are gamers.
And there's
out there.
gamers, but I think gay culture is letting straight people
Actually,
think
I
that they
think
don't
gay-
like video games, and gay people being actually really good and obsessed with video games.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think gay people tend to be more obsessed with video games than straight people sometimes, because then they identify themselves as a gamer.
Okay, here's the thing. If you're a gamer, that's great. Good for you.
But why homosexual?
Why, gays? Why? I don't understand. But that could have been because my parents would not buy me the current video game systems when I was growing up.
Why Bachmans?
Why? Why didn't you, Mom, Dad?
Why?
Why didn't you buy me the GameCube?
Okay.
I bought myself a GameCube.
Oh,
'Cause she's
a
got-
year ago.
No, because she is a businesswoman, independent.
I have a GameCube. We should play sometime. We should play old school Nintendo games and review them.
Review them? Oh.
Yeah, kind of like
It could be a gamer episode.
gamer
Oh, I
episode,
like that. Okay,
yes.
so straight people, yay for video games. But close your legs. If you see if you see
That does
someone
not
trying
mean
to
you get
sit
to
down,
spread.
yeah, if you see someone trying to sit down, especially if someone's trying to sit down,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't care if your legs are open and there's no one sitting there. But if you're on the train or a bus and you see someone trying to sit, don't assume that like
that being
I
said,
hate that.
what have you ever sat down next to a guy who is manspreading and his leg is touching yours and he doesn't move it?
Yes.
And I'm just like, what are we?
You know what? See, I go in a different direction. I'll get on the bus and some guy, it'll be like the only seat available, man spreading. And I'll have like groceries with me. And because I got a fat butt, I got a fat ass. And I'm trying to like sit there and I'm like teetering. Like I got one butt cheek
Weebles wobble.
His legs are spread so far, I only got one butt cheek on the chair.
The other butt cheeks on his leg.
It's like this. I'm like sitting like this. Like it's like I'm like that. Like this. Like what? I'm like stabilizing myself with the one leg on the ground while the other one's like.
Which is kind of causing you to manspread in a way.
Exactly. It's just a domino effect. One man spread leads to another man spread, and
Right. We don't like it. Why, heterosexuals? Why?
why? All right, I got one for you.
All right.
This is possibly the bane of my existence.
The Bane. Okay.
The Bane, yeah, not from Batman though. Not Burn, but the Bane.
He can
of my-
manspread on your face.
Okay, Tom Hardy.
Yes.
He could.
He can do a lot of things to my face.
Yeah. I would let him talk like this, Gotham. I would let him in my bat cave.
Oh my God. All right.
So anyway.
What's another one?
The bane of my existence is slow walkers.
Oh,
and I
fuck
know,
yes.
I know that you don't have to be straight to be a slow walker. And I understand also that some people can't help walking slow because
Of an injury.
an
Sure.
injury or old or whatever that might be. And I'm not coming for you for that. Or you've had a hard day and
But
it's
if you
been a long
just
day.
choose to walk slowly,
Choosing to walk slowly is basically choosing to be an asshole.
right?
Especially, okay, for people listening
even
who
understand,
don't
like,
live in like urban areas, because
Yeah.
like we live in an urban area, we got places to go, people to see. Well, I don't see people, but I got places to go, places to shop, pizza to eat, and I walk fast. because I'm always running late. And also public transit, which I take, isn't always working on time. Mm-hmm. I have walked behind slow people, especially slow straight people, who are holding hands, walking slowly, taking up the entire sidewalk, stopping in the middle of the sidewalk. And I've had people kind of turn. See, this is how I know. Here's the thing. If there's a man and a woman holding hands, taking up the whole sidewalk, and they see me, they notice me, and they let me go past, bisexual, not straight. Mm-hmm. Straight people don't notice.
Yeah, that's very true.
Straight couples do not notice. That's what I've decided. Yeah. If you notice you're bisexual or you're queer in some sense.
And they're like, oh, he's gay, he gotta go.
Yeah, oh, sis, he gotta go. He's part of the community. Right. But if you're straight, you take up the entire sidewalk. And I've had to walk into the street, into oncoming traffic, and
just to get around them.
You know
what's weird is like,
and then they scoff and they're like, okay, you could have said excuse me. I'm like, motherfucker, I literally was trying to get past you, and I'm going, excuse me, right? Excuse me.
Or the people who will like, you're walking behind them, and then for some reason they can't stay in a straight line. They'll like zoom in front of you and walk slowly, and then you try to get around them, and then they walk that way towards you again. It's just like, what are you doing? Or I've actually tried.
I'm not in a canoe. One more or, and that was a canoe.
I try to slow down to match their speed. I'm literally scuffling my feet across the pavement. Being like,
I've done that before, where I'm like, okay, like if I'm not necessarily in, like if I'm not like running late to work or like a meeting or date or whatever, just like, it's I take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and I'm still at the same pace as straight people.
Right.
So frickin' slow. And I don't know.
Apologize for it.
I don't know if it's because we're caffeinated. I don't know if it's because half of our lives we've lived in the closet, so we have to catch up. I don't know why we're so fast. I don't know if it's because we're urbanites. I don't know if suburban or rural queer people walk fast. I don't know if they do, because maybe they're driving.
Maybe.
But I can't
Gay people don't really drive.
Well, they try.
Fatalities ensue, but
I'm an okay driver, I think.
I remember the time when you got your car towed.
I did not mean to. Okay.
So there was one time it was one of my first apartments here in Chicago. Kyle came to pick me up one day because we were going to go drop off a dresser for like.
I was picking up a TV stand for myself.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. So he parks his car outside of my apartment in a very clear no parking zone.
Okay, no. It was not a clear no parking zone. They were parking spaces, and I put my blinkers on, and I got out of the car. The blinka, and I got out of the car to go get you, and literally 2 minutes later, it was gone.
It was gone.
So it was not a no parking zone. We will. If you don't believe me, I'll quickly walk with you over to said
we'll
apartment.
Get there in 2 seconds. No, there's literally a sign outside of my apartment building that says like it's for like.
It says permit parking only, right? But it does not say no parking. And anyway. I'm going to stick by that.
Anyway, so next thing I know, we were walking out, and Kyle all of a sudden is just like, "Wait, where's my car?" And then we look to the left, and we see this tow truck kind of like start to pull away with Kyle's car down the street.
They did not start. They were already down the street.
Yeah. I have never seen Kyle run so fast in my entire life. Like that was like
you've never been to all you can eat sushi with me.
That's true. But so after long negotiating of Kyle getting his car back, which is with this very shady mechanic who made him pay $200 in cash just so that
I had to run to an ATM. Also, he said that weird ass thing where he was like, "My wife's Japanese, so if anyone says anything, we'll just say that you're her cousin." And Josh is like, "I'm Korean."
Yeah.
And also like, what? Yeah. Like it was so out of the blue when you said that.
What?
I was like, how do we? I don't want to give you money. Anyways, so. I guess proof.
Yeah, so he got
his car drive, but I can move fast.
No, that being said, we went to go pick up the TV stand.
Yeah, or the TV stand.
And we had to back up into the building area so that Kyle could get it. Oh. And Kyle backs right up into the building.
But it didn't leave a mark.
Also, he's just like, oh yeah, just a boom.
I will say that I had literally said 2 seconds beforehand, yeah, I'm actually a pretty good driver. And literally 2 seconds, it goes boom. And Josh laughed so hard.
It was iconic.
But it didn't leave a mark.
No.
And I will stick to that I'm an okay driver.
Yeah. It was iconic.
Iconic. So yeah. gays can't drive, whatever.
All right.
But straight people, you can't walk fast.
Right.
I don't understand that. Why are they?
Off.
You know, is it the weight of the world? Is it the weight of the heteronormative
I think
expectations?
they're just feeling really guilty the fact that they are heterosexual.
No, I think it's the weight of, it's the expectations that the society has put on them of heterosexuality, or I shouldn't say heterosexuality because you're born that way, Lady Gaga. But the heteronormativeness of, oh man, I know someday I gotta get married and have kids.
Right?
That's what it sounds after me.
Yeah. All right, I got another one.
What's your other one?
So, this is something that I don't understand how straight people can do. How can they have a big fucking meal and then have sex afterwards? Like, that's almost unfair.
Oh!
You know what I mean?
Okay, because I was going to be like, I mean...
Like, they could have, like, steak and lobster and then go to Pound Town, like, 5 minutes later.
Oh.
And, like, nothing's really affected.
I'll just say that, like,
That's weird.
in general, like, I don't feel very sexual
Yeah.
after eating, period.
Right.
Why straight people?
Why straight people?
But
Why
is that a straight male thing or is that a straight lady thing?
I think both.
Both?
I've heard, I mean, there's so many straight people who go out to dinner, they go into a
Yeah.
romantic dinner, and
Yeah.
then afterwards, all of a sudden, they're like, I don't know, like, fucking away in the bathroom. And it's just like,
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
They do that?
I don't know.
That's
But
very gay. That's very gay culture.
It is. It's something they stole from us.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
They're like,
But it's
we're
just
procreating
but
in
it's
this
just
red
like-
lobster.
I don't know, like, wouldn't you feel bloated after you had a big meal? Like,
think
you
that,
you
but-
just scarfed down chicken parmesan, and now you're, like, down there, like, with your face in their crotch.
Well, let me ask you this. Again, I'm being a straight apologist. This just goes into my need to be liked by everyone.
So the eight straight people who listen.
I'm asking this. Have you ever gone to dinner and then, maybe not immediately afterwards, but like you've come home and sexual things have happened?
Something, but I usually never get pleasure out of it. Because the stuff that I like and I'm into, you can't really do after a big meal.
Fisting?
Skydiving.
They're just like, hey, I know you forgot your leftovers, so let me just reach up inside of you and get your leftover chicken parm.
Ew.
What? I have a theory. Okay, so complete side note. Every year, and I may have talked about this, but every year I think that there's like a different like sexual comment that it like encapsulates the year. So in 2018, Ryan Kenny, who was on our episode for the Oscars,
Yes.
said famously,
Yes.
it's 2018. If you're not verse, you're homophobic. Very funny. 2019, I said that pegging was very much in. I think across the board, straights, gays, queer, whatever. Pegging, very in.
It is very good.
I think straight people discovered that where the male G-spot is,
Finally.
and women
Do you know how
discovered
many women eat ass now for their guys?
it's very popular.
Right, but again, like after a big meal and you want to eat your guy's ass?
Well, you put the little mint in first. You know how they give you
As
the
a little
mints?
placer.
Yeah, they give you
The
the little
Andre
mint,
mint.
first. Yeah, the Andre mint, which is, you know, that's dangerous because that's also chocolate. So you could get confused and you
Right.
might not know what, you know,
Or you
I
might
don't
not want to be
know.
licking.
You don't, unless you're into that, which we can listen to in our kink episode 14.
Episode 14, yes. Okay.
But you've never, like, I mean, I've had dinner with a significant other and come home. Well, okay, maybe you're right. I was like thinking about it, I was like, did anything, I mean, we had.
No butt stuff is really involved.
Not really.
No. Like
Not,
I can't.
Not immediate.
If I'm expecting sex, I can't have dinner.
Well, that's just sad.
Right.
Maybe you know.
I'm hungry. I mean, sometimes it's like not
Is
even.
that just because it's uncomfortable for you?
Well, I don't want to like have an accident.
Yeah, but that could happen at any time.
It's true, but still.
That's, you know what? Full circle. Gender reveal parties. Grab some of those diapers.
Right.
You can wear it. Put a little hole in it.
I'm just saying. It's more comforting knowing the fact that I had a diet of ice cubes that day and nothing else.
See,
And then halfway through, I'm getting hungry. Like, I'm just like, can we hurry this up? I want food.
Well,
I want my chicken parmesan.
When he fucked me good, he takes my ass to Red Lobster.
Yeah.
You're literally
Just my
because just your butt.
Yeah.
It just I think you know how you fix this?
What?
Across the board. Instead of having full on penetrative intercourse, straight people, maybe you get a little bit more
Dabble
creative.
in pegging.
Well, maybe you get more creative. It doesn't always have to be like the peen to the veen. It could be like
The peen to the bean.
Are you looking for a third?
I'm just saying.
Are you?
Oh, we're talking about heteros.
We're talking about heteros.
Oh.
I'm saying heteros.
Peen to the earlobe.
Well, or maybe you have hands. Not everyone has hands.
Maybe you have it.
I'm trying to be inclusive. Maybe you have hands.
Yeah.
You have mouth things.
Yes.
You could sometimes
Deep discussions.
I was on Wish.
Peen to therapy.
Like Wish, the app. I was on there, and I don't know why this came up. I don't know what I've been searching, but there was like a sexual like feather.
Oh, you know why you were looking.
No, I was looking at lace front wigs, and I think they were like
peen.
That would be so cute. Oh my god, you could
just whip it out. It's just like a little pink wig on top.
It's just like a pink wig where my pubes would be.
Oh, that's even
my
better.
god, that'd be so cute. Okay, that's a creative idea. See, the gays, we're very creative people.
We are. Sorry, heteros. Okay.
Name a creative straight person. I know. No. Cher.
Cher.
Dolly Parton.
But we've accepted her into our own. Oh, that's another thing too. Okay, we're talking about Cher. We're talking about Dolly Parton. I have another one. I'm sorry to skip you, but I have to go back to this.
Oh, go back.
So, straight people, why the fuck do you have such low expectations for male artists, yet female artists, can't catch a break? You have Ed Sheeran and Post Malone walking around like they just crawled out of a dumpster truck. They play their little sad guitars, and they hit #1 all the time. Yet you have icons like Carly Rae Jepsen, Normani, like these.
The gays take her.
Right.
We take her.
Dua Lipa.
Because you know why? We know talent.
We do know talent.
We know talent.
These people.
We knew Lizzo before you knew Lizzo.
We knew Lizzo like 4 years before you guys did, and now everyone's just like, I love Lizzo.
And I'm just like, I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% ahead of the times. And straight people, okay.
Straight people, why?
Why? If you're going to like a male musician,
yes,
like someone good,
right?
I'm just trying to think
like
of
someone talented.
I'm trying to think
Bruno Mars.
of like,
I'm all for. Because he is actually talented. He changes up his career every new album comes out. He has a great voice and he has a great performance skills. And he dresses like a normal human being.
Yeah, in like lame suits and baseball caps.
That is normal for heteros.
Speaking of Bruno Mars's career, where's he been?
He's been taking a break.
Straight people, what have you done with Bruno Mars?
They don't accept him because he does.
No, I think he does. They do.
He does too much. They're just like, no, tone it down.
No.
Don't shower for a couple years.
Straight people love Bruno Mars, and I'll tell you why. I was at a big Polish wedding a couple years ago. And
Joe got married?
No, and Uptown Funk came on. And let me tell you, so many straight people ran out to the dance floor and like, Uptown Funk, go and give it to... And I was like, what is happening?
Because that's like the...
They loved it.
That's like the non-problematic version of Blurred Lines. Like, straight people just flock to it.
I do. I mean, like, I'm like, when he's like, don't believe me, just watch. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. Yeah. I do get it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I'm like, I do get it.
Actually, the other day, we were watching SNL. Did you watch the SNL episode with RuPaul?
I did.
It was pretty good, yeah.
It was funny. There was what I liked about the episode was there was a few sketches that definitely were like pandering fanfare in a good way.
Yeah,
they were just like the gays are going to eat this up, or like
right.
even just fans of RuPaul's Drag Race,
right?
Will eat this up, and I liked that.
So the performer was Justin Bieber. And I've gone through the gamut of liking Justin Bieber, not liking Justin Bieber, and stuff like that. I will give this to him. Mm-hmm. At least he is talented, he can sing, and he actually puts effort into his performances. He was dancing, singing live, all that stuff. But you know what's so sad? Is like that is the minimum that I'm asking of you people. Why is it that he is a standout artist? Where fucking Post Malone, yes, I'm gonna keep bringing him up, but what is that fucking like gross looking gremlin doing up there on my Billboard stage?
I don't understand Post Malone, and I think it's how there's like postmodernism.
Yes.
I think that we live in an age of post Malonealism because I think if you get Post Malone,
it's like, too late for you.
Yeah. Well, because like I don't get it. I can recognize that like I've heard some of his songs. And I'm like, okay, they're not bad. They're fine.
They're catchy.
They're catchy. They're fine. But I don't understand this, like, weird, apathetic, like, I don't give a fuck, so I'm going to tattoo my face. I'm like, I have nothing against facial tattoos. I have nothing against tattoos or how you want to perform or, like how you want to look. I think, like, own it. But he does it in such a way of, like, I don't give a fuck. That I'm like, that's not cool.
Right.
Like, if you give a fuck, tattoo your face and be like, I did this because I wanted to. Don't be
Right.
like, oh, I didn't care. I was
Right.
like, that makes me sad.
Right, there's too much apathy involved where I'm just like, well, I don't give a fuck about you.
Maybe that's it. Male musicians should not be glorified for their apathy.
No.
Give a damn.
Right. Like, why
I appreciate when people give a damn into their performance.
Think about it. Justin Timberlake and Maroon 5 both were the past NFL, like, Super Bowl halftime shows for the past 2 years. Does anyone remember the fuck of what
I was just going to say, I don't even remember them.
Maroon 5 did nothing. All they did was stand on stage and sing their stupid 5 same songs.
Adam Levine, they sang their stupid 5 Maroon 5 same songs.
Yes, same 5 Maroon 5 songs.
Low key, didn't Adam Levine take his shirt off?
Yes, which is very...
High key, I think he's an attractive human.
Ew.
I think he's
Get
cute.
the fuck out of here.
I think he's cute.
Get the
you know,
fuck
you know
out
what?
of here.
This is so weird. But you know what was kind of like Adam Levine. Not Adam, from the Bible, but Adam
Sure.
Levine was when he did that like prostate cancer thing, and the girlfriend's hands were like covering his crotch.
That's when everyone fell in love with Adam Levine. And I'm just
man.
like, oh my god, he is a mediocre white man. Stop glorifying it.
I mean, he's not. Okay. When I was in 8th grade, Songs About Jane, their album.
Yes.
But
every 8th grader loves it.
Here's the thing. I don't think that's a.
You were in 8th grade when that came out?
Yeah. How old were you?
I went in 6th grade.
Oh.
Old!
All I'm saying is I don't know if that's necessarily a straight person or a gay person thing, Songs About Jane. I think it's a white person versus everyone else, because I feel like white people love that album.
That's very
She
true.
Will Be Loved.
Oh, God.
I had that as my first ringtone was boo doo 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 doo. That was She Will Be Loved, but it was like,
What was that other song?
computer
This
bit.
Love? Oh, God.
This love has taken its toll on
Yeah,
me.
and now, like,
she said goodbye.
I feel like every
to many
13-year-old
times
across America, like, sang it into their karaoke
before.
machine. And, ugh.
You had a karaoke machine? Rich. Low key.
All right.
We also had a karaoke machine.
I did too. So what's your next one?
My next one is kind of going off of celebrity.
Okay.
Why straight people?
Why straight people?
Why
Maroon 5?
why do you not understand pop culture? And again, this is a generalization. I'm going to specifically kind of go in this direction. I feel like
I would almost also say, why do they get to choose what pop culture is?
they only choose it after queer people have brought it to their attention.
Yes.
I don't understand that. I feel like we are constantly like, oh my God, we love this musician, this movie, this actor, blah, 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 da, 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 da. The clothing styles, dancing styles, it trickles through and it filters out until it's a marketable mainstream thing for heteros to like. Mm-hmm. And then they start saying like, yes, queen, T.
Yeah. Why?
Also, why straight people? Why straight people, especially, and I'm gonna say it, straight women, if I don't know you like that, don't come up to me and say, hey, yes, queen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
work,
yes,
yes, sis. Side note, if I do know you like that, that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But if I don't know you like
But
that,
if
like
I
if
allow you to say that to me.
like I've had people come up to me and I'm like, you are merely an acquaintance, and now you're on my dead list.
Your dead list?
Oh, you don't have one of those?
Not a dead list.
Well, like dead to me. Not like I'm not killing people. I'm not having like a
I don't
Jeffrey
know you.
Dahmer. I don't. You do know me like that. You can say yes, queen, yes, sis.
Usually I'm just like, shut up, Kyle.
Josh says, shut up, Kyle, and I'm like, it's funny. Like that is our conversations 80% of the time.
Yes.
And so why do you think they're so late to the party? Too busy procreating?
Yeah, too busy manspreading. I think the weird thing is that...
Like, have you noticed that? Or is that a me thing?
I always feel like straight people are the ones who we'll see the other people doing it.
And then
like,
they do it.
Yes. Like, they're never the leaders. They're, like, the sheep. Like,
But they claim to be the leaders.
Yes. Well, it's because there's so many of them that they kind of become the leaders. You know what I mean? Like, gay people, like you talked about, Lizzo. We were on her 4 years ago. And then she got on RuPaul's Drag Race for that one episode. And then people were like, who is this girl?
Well,
and then
the straight people who watches RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, the straight people.
Which kind of is, I guess, within the camp of queerness.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they, a year later, Truth Hurts shows up on Netflix, like on a trailer or something, and then everyone's just like, what is this song? This is so good. Like, and so I just feel like...
It feels like late. Like, it's very Vanessa Hudgens. I'm so into voguing right now.
Yes.
Like, it's like, I'm just... Oh, also, recently, okay, so we talked about Parasite.
Yes,
we talked about that movie. Love it. And this isn't necessarily like, oh, the gays only watch Oscar-nominated films. But
we do.
We do. And now everyone's like, I'm so into Parasite right now. Like, everyone's acting like they saw Bitch, you didn't see Parasite.
Right. Well, it's the same. Well, it's kind of like when something wins Best Picture and then they all flock to the movie theater because, like, the Oscars told me to see it.
And I'm like, I saw this 4 months ago.
Right.
Because I chose to, because I have good taste.
Right. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I'm not saying gay people aren't guilty of following
Oh my
trends.
God, they're so guilty.
Oh,
they're terrible.
so guilty.
There's so many gay people who love to, like, buzz the sides of their head and, like, dye the top of it purple.
Wait a minite.
Does that feel pointed?
A little.
Here, make fun of me now. Because otherwise it's just mean.
You're white. I have nothing else to say about that.
Stop, I laughed so hard mayonnaise almost came out of my mouth. I literally am just a pillow of mayonnaise and
like, I don't have much
marshmallow.
else to say about that. You're white. Yeah, it's weird. It's I don't know. It's just like they have so many like high expectations on women too. Like female artists always have to like reinvent themselves, like I was talking about, like constantly. And yet male artists get away with just standing there at a microphone and they're like legendary.
Like Justin Timberlake. I don't like
Timberlake.
What's his name?
Timberlake.
What did I say? Timberlake. Okay, straight people. The names. I don't get it. I'm just kidding.
Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran?
Who is this?
Ed Sheeran.
Post mailbox?
Post mailbox. P.O. box.
P.O. box?
No, okay, this is another thing. Straight people have trouble understanding camp.
Yes. Like, I bet you anything, there are going to be a few people who are going to be offended by this episode.
Oh, they're going to be like, oh my God, they're so mean.
They are heterophobic.
Yeah, they're heterophobic. This is the problem with gay people. This is why gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married.
Right. It's just like, girl, we're obviously fucking kidding.
Right. Like, I don't think that there is...
We love you, straight people. But calm the fuck down.
I have to. I came from two of them. Yes, I was born because of a heterosexual coupling.
Ugh, that's so sad.
I know. How was that Petri dish?
It was fun.
Did you know Billie Eilish, she was born in a Petri dish?
Explains a lot.
She does, right? It does.
Yeah.
But she's not a bad guy.
No.
I like her. She's a tough guy. Yeah.
Likes a really rough guy.
It's a good song.
Anyways,
they don't get camp. They don't get tongue-in-cheek. I mean, they do, obviously, generalizations. But camp feels so, like, queer.
Yes.
That, like,
anything that's, like, ridiculously goofy and over the top is something that I feel like we claim. And then...
I don't know if we necessarily claim it, but we understand it. They don't understand, I mean, again, generalizing, but there's this absurdity to life.
Right.
That I think that queer people...
We're all born naked and the rest is drag.
Exactly. We kind of get the absurdity of life because we are already othered by society. So, like, we see how ridiculous life is anyways. Mm-hmm. And I think that, like... I mean, not to go back to the SNL sketch or the SNL episode, but RuPaul being like, you know, you gotta learn how to, like, take the piss out of yourself. Like, you have to be able to laugh at yourself.
Right.
And just kind of enjoy life. Like, you can't, like, don't take it too seriously, you guys. But there are things you should take seriously, like global warming and civil rights.
Right. Well, it's like the stuff that they get super upset about. It's like, why do you care so much? Why do you care about that and not about things that are actually happening? You know?
I know.
The amount of people who will, like, share and repost and retweet, like, videos of, like, babies or, like, animals and stuff like that on their timeline, and that they will completely ignore about, like, the Australia bushfires and stuff like that.
That's hard, too, because I feel like that we're just gonna break it down. It's just that's a human thing because I think that humans, it's hard for them.
Well, yeah, that's just humans.
That's just a human thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know. It's just weird how like so many people out there won't take time and effort into caring about things that actually do matter.
Well, I'm gonna throw a wrench into this, which is interesting because I don't own any tools, but
Except for that face.
oh my god, this face is a tool. You get that one because I made fun of your hair. And I had no reason to do that.
You didn't.
I didn't have a
Why,
reason.
Kyle?
Why? Can we do an episode called Why Kyle?
Wild Kyle.
Wild Kyle?
Wild Kyle.
I like having fun. But I think that it's just the expectation that we put on people that they need to comment on what's happening in the world because of social media. Like it's like, wow, they didn't post about the awful things happening in the world. Like they didn't post about, the Trump impeachment. They didn't post about the wildfires in Australia. They're only posting pictures of cute babies and dogs. And we think they don't care. You know what I mean?
Guess, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
and
that's fair.
I'm not saying that maybe because I feel like it's not, a single issue. Like you could post about the wildfires and you can also post a cute picture of a dog. But I think that we're so used to people using their platforms to kind of cover all the bases.
That's true.
So maybe that's just an expectation that we've put on other people.
Well, especially celebrities.
Yeah.
I have high expectations of
I
celebrities.
think, okay, I will agree with you on that. Celebrities, they should comment out when horrific things are happening because I feel like that's part of their job. People are going to they probably will disagree with me on that, but I think that if you're in the spotlight and you don't speak out on it,
right, like, I don't understand, like, why people,
there's
like,
a lot of celebrities who don't, but they, like...
Well, it's because they are, like, they get backlash and they get scared into saying things like, you're just a performer, like, you should have no business talking about politics and stuff like that.
Which I think people would...
No, they should be talking a lot about politics.
Yeah.
Because they have a platform. I don't know, that's just me.
But sometimes people will be like, how come they aren't political? And then you're like, yeah, but look at the work they're doing and you can kind of see where their policies lie. Anyways, we got a little bit off topic on that. But yeah. I think that, I don't know if that's a straight person thing as much as it's just a human
No, it just
thing.
turned into why people. Why?
Why people? Why?
Because you know what? At the end of the day, I lost my train of thought. Why, Josh? Why?
All right, well, get on my train. You can be the caboose. Just don't manspread.
You call my ass fat?
No. What ass?
You just said I was fat.
I literally just like to give you some sort of, like, issue dysmorphia.
Ugh.
I know.
That's rude. Why, Kyle? I'm just going to say this for us tonight. Why?
Why? Why? Why? I think that... No, I was going to. I was going to comment because you had started to say something, and I was like, "Oh, that's what I'm going to say." And then I got distracted because I was like,
"Yeah, I mean, because really, it did turn into like a why people why because at the end of the day, I mean, there's really not that much difference."
Yeah, and
we all need to do better.
We all need to do better, but straight people.
Do better.
Do better. These are important things. I need you to walk faster.
I need you to close those fucking legs of yours.
I need you to stop gendering babies when they're not even out of the womb.
Stop having fucking crushes on bees. Leave them alone.
Unless that's what you're into. I will not kink shame you.
And download Carly Rae Jepsen's Emotion.
That was a couple years ago, but I do stand behind that is a great piece of artwork.
Fine. Watch Normani's music videos.
Yeah, if you're going to stand anyone out of Fifth Harmony, like, no offense, Camila Cabello, but Normani is, she's it. I kind of love her.
No, I mean, I love Normani, but Camila, she's fine, but, I mean, who cares? I don't know.
I'm almost finished with my iced coffee.
And I've had 4 sips, and Kyle's coffee is 12 times longer.
We will definitely post a picture of our 2 coffees.
Yes.
Because, we're social media.
Yes.
Not social media gurus. We're just social media.
We're just social media. So do you have any closing arguments for why straight people? Why?
Oh, that did not clunk. Mm-hmm. Why straight people? Why do you birth us?
Yes.
Why? No, I'm joking. I think, this did become a why people, why. But all jokes aside.
Yeah.
I think that if you can't take the piss out of yourself,
How the hell are you going to take piss out of other people? And can I get an amen?
I think that was part of the piss play in the kink episode.
Episode 14.
We really want you to listen to that episode. I actually don't. But no, I think closing arguments, I could say I think it's like we're
obviously just poking fun.
We're poking fun. And when it comes to comedy, you should always be shooting upward. Do you understand? Like, you should be shooting up at the people above you, not shooting down. It's the reason that people of color can make jokes about white people, but white people can't make jokes about people of color. Why women can make jokes about men, but men shouldn't be making jokes about women. Why gay people can make jokes about straight people, but straight people shouldn't be making jokes about gay people.
Right.
Now,
it's the rule of comedy.
It's the rule of comedy. You should be shooting up, not shooting down. So obviously we are not promoting shooting up heroin, but I am promoting
shooting down in the toilet.
Shooting. Oh my!
You gotta aim.
I'm
straight people, straight men.
You
gotta aim better.
You gotta aim. Maybe we'll do a straight people part 2.
Yeah, there's so many things that they do.
I feel like we could do an entire episode of why straight men.
Why straight men? Why men?
Why men?
That includes us. Why men?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah. No, it's just poking fun at things that we observe about our heterosexual allies that we're just like, let's call them out on it.
Yeah, but I'm serious. You guys gotta start walking faster.
That's true.
That is something that
actually is something that is unforgivable.
It's really hard for me, and I know I'm like a loudmouth gay urbanite, but
I mean, the thing is too is that Kyle's also a slow walker. So if you
so that's the thing is I am slow in gay world. Yeah. So if I'm out walking you,
you are a snail.
What is happening?
You are a snail.
That's a good point. Thank you. That's a good point. I'm not like I meander a lot.
My God, so I have to like literally get behind him when we are out like on a Saturday night. I have to literally push him to clubs.
Okay, but to be fair, that's usually because I like to take my time and talk and, stuff.
Yes. But it's stupid. Why?
I want to do an episode called Why, Kyle, Why? And you can just talk about me the whole time.
That would be episode 60, and I would have a lot to say about that.
We're not far from having episode 60.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we almost have 50 episodes.
Almost. So maybe we'll do something fun for our 50th episode.
Retire.
I'm not going to... The only thing I'm going to retire to is my bed, because I love sleeping.
Me too.
Gay people love sleeping. Straight people love sleeping. Oh my God, I found a connector.
Sleep. Where all of our struggles go away.
Aww. Except for me, I have trouble sleeping sometimes. Anyways, if you like what we said, if you hate what we said, you can email us at fearthequeerpodcast@gmail.com, or more likely, you can also talk to us on Instagram, where we're much more available and social at Fear the Queer Podcast on Instagram.
And leave us comments of like, what are other things that straight people do? Why do we do that?
We?
No.
Why do we do that? You just said other things that straight people do. Why do we do that? Are you an imposter? Get out of here. You've been undercover doing a queer podcast
time.
Oh my God.
I'm spreading my legs as we speak.
He is, and I don't need that. I don't need to see that.
Put it away.
That's from The Comeback. You are straight. You are a heterosexual because I just referenced The Comeback. I don't need to see that with Lisa Kudrow, which is gay canon, and you just went, you didn't get it.
I didn't, because I'm also tired. And I had coffee, which is weird. Anyway.
I have a straight co-host, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
So please follow us on Instagram at Fear the Queer Podcast, or like us on Facebook.
Don't talk about the other gay networking site. Facepost.
Also, another thing too, you should download the pattern. Put your birth chart into it, and then add us as friends, because then we can figure out if we're compatible to have you as a guest on the show or not.
What is yours?
My pattern is...
Yeah, what's your pattern? So my pattern is the same as my Instagram, which if you want to follow me on Instagram, do it, because I do art, and I'm cute. Mine is at KYLEPARKR. So Kyle Parker, but no E in the Parker.
Mine is JBon91. That's JAYBON 91.
Which is also your Instagram handle.
It's also my Instagram handle.
Josh posts selfies and stuff. I post...
And my butt.
Art sometimes. or like political things in my Instagram story. So, if you want to follow us on Instagram personally, or if you want to follow Fear the Queer podcast, you can do it.
Yes. And as always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Fear the Queer.
Or we're not. Fear the straight.
Heterosexual.
Heterosexual. See, I think you're straight.
I am losing my disguise here today.
I don't like it. I'm
actually a blonde man underneath.